your time cues.
Through the camera? We'll get it. It's
Sam
okay.
is still in the 19th. Radio WMDX 92.7 FM at 1580 AM. We're broadcasting from Madison, the capital city of Wisconsin, from State Street, and this time we're at the multiple corners of State Street.
You don't want to count the corners. You don't remember.
I can't remember how many corners.
It's
1,
6.
2,
It's 3 roads. It's
4,
not hard.
5.
6. There have to be 6. There's no dead ends.
There's lots of corners.
God help me.
Okay. All right. There are a lot of corners. You're right. There are even more corners than I thought.
They're rounded corners, though. Does that count?
Yes, but
we're at the corner of
I
Henry,
can't
Johnson, State, and I don't know what the other one
we're
is.
at Short Stack
there's
Eatery.
not 4.
That's
Short
where we're
Stack
at right now.
Eatery, like we are every Wednesday.
Okay, let's see. 1,
Oh my
2,
God.
3,
Yeah.
4,
Okay.
5.
6.
Where's 6?
6 corners?
Here. 1, 2, 3.
Didn't I
right
count?
there.
Okay, 6.
Oh my God. Get some more coffee.
This is
That's
John
right, I
and
don't
Gordy
have
show number 99 in a series.
That's right.
Number
Number
99 today.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's lucky.
Yeah.
I know.
Sure. Think so?
Is it lucky?
I don't
Yes.
know. Yeah.
Are you going to spring some kind of raise on us today? Is that
All right. Thank
no
you,
wonder it's
Catherine.
lucky.
Starting
God, what a
over.
subtle way to bring
Excellent.
that up. Thank you.
Yeah. Wow, we are honored. Okay. It's 30 degrees. It's clear outside. It's a beautiful morning, actually, and we'll get up only to about 36 degrees. A lot of sunshine
Oh,
today.
God. What is going on? I
Well,
was ready
you know,
for summer.
At least we have sunshine.
Spring.
Okay, weatherman, don't tell him about the snow tomorrow.
No, we're not going to talk about that.
Okay.
5 or
No,
6
no.
inches of it, I
don't
already know.
I don't know.
It's a secret.
Anyway, we are here
I'm a
at
pancake.
the Pancake
I'm a
Place.
pancake.
That's
Oh,
right.
goodness
Short
gracious.
Stack Eatery at 301 West Johnson. And we'll be here till 8 a.m. We invite you to stop by, have a cup of coffee.
Many have already stopped by.
Yeah?
Not this morning, but, every time we've been here, we've always been able to meet our friends,
Yes.
our listeners, new friends, new listeners.
New listeners, new friends.
That's right.
Got it.
It's all good.
I'm jotting that down. I won't forget that one.
All right. Should we get to the National Day calendar stuff?
Do we have all that
goodness.
stuff?
Oh, of course
have you used
we
the
do.
have you used the monthly National Day calendar?
I have not yet.
Okay.
But we're gonna expand.
All these resources.
All the almanac stuff. Yeah, there's more coming too.
There, yes.
okay.
I bet people can't wait because we have been able to drag this thing out.
As long as
That's
we
right.
have.
So, Sam,
Uh-oh.
hit the music.
Oh, okay.
What is it today and what is it not? Is it Sam? You got the music there? Okay, he's dialing it up.
He's
There we go.
Little hot.
Is
Okay.
it SBDC Day? That would be.
SBC.
All right, we'll tell you in a moment.
Okay.
Is it Proposal Day? Is it Native HIV/AIDS Day? Is it Ravioli Day? Or is it National Sausage Day?
What was that first one again?
The first one is SBDC.
Small business.
Sam,
Oh,
can you
You're probably smart.
enlighten on that because I had
Yes.
to change something on my computer,
The
so I
Small
don't have
Business Development Centers.
There you go.
Okay,
That's
well,
it.
that's a good day.
And Governor Evers recognizes it with a proclamation.
Oh,
It's
really?
the 8th annual celebration of the collective impact and success of small business development. That's us. We're a small business.
Yes. It's about time somebody celebrate
Us.
our
All right.
success for us.
John, do you care to take a guess of what day it isn't?
I think it's
out
not,
of the Remi-
not National Sausage Day.
You are correct, sir.
No, we don't do
Yeah,
sausage.
nobody.
No
yeah.
one
Nobody
cares
salutes
about
sausage.
or brats
No.
in this state.
Not
No
at
one
all.
does.
You
What are we
win.
thinking?
No. Sam, do you have any information about Proposal Day since I had to switch over my computer?
That would be Valentine's
Do you have any
Day.
of this?
Well, I can pull it up quick.
I guess not. Okay.
But yeah,
Supposedly.
it's just I think it's got something to do with the spring equinox.
Okay.
But-
and that's
but
a
I
good
don't
day
know,
to
yeah.
propose,
In
like
a
the
lot-
day
Yeah,
after
yeah.
spring?
Apparently,
sure.
apparently.
Okay.
Sure.
Good to know.
Yes.
All right.
Why?
Because all the animals make babies in the spring. I don't know. I have no clue.
Okay, all
That's
right.
it?
Well,
Okay.
I'll go with your answer.
All right. Yeah, we like that.
I can't come up with one myself.
It's National Ravioli Day. Who doesn't like a good
Oh.
ravioli every once in a
Well,
while?
it depends. If it's from a can, you really don't want it.
Right. It's not
They
good.
make ravioli in a can?
You can can
I've never
anything.
had
joke,
ravioli
the old joke.
outside of a can. I've only ever had canned ravioli. Yeah.
Yes,
It
that's.
doesn't exist in a
You
can.
can make
Sure, it's like
ravioli
spaghetti in a
spaghetti.
can. It's like,
And
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
no,
You
it's
can
like
buy the
it's
noodles, get the
ravioli,
sauce.
just Chef Boyardee stuff.
That's right.
Right.
Chef
Okay.
Boyardee ravioli.
How old are you?
Mm-hmm.
Have you hit even 20 yet? Jesus.
No, he's in the.
Canned
He's going from the 20 something.
Record?
Yes.
I still
Something
am
else.
Civic
Okay.
Media's
Never
youngest
gonna
Shopping
employee.
list thing. You know,
I'm sorry,
I need a
Sam,
cup
say
of
that
coffee badly.
I know.
Me too. Yes.
I'll get it.
We'll have to get on the
God.
coffee
Hang on.
wagon.
Yeah, this
Yes.
is not working here.
Yeah.
Coffee train.
Yeah.
The coffee tray.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Hey, we figured out what they're doing on State Street, right? They are making new bus stops.
Yes, and heated bus stops.
Ah, you really don't.
Is that right?
Yeah.
How do you
I asked
know
one
this?
of the guys.
'Cause
We
he
were
asked
walking by,
me.
and I
He interviewed them.
I stopped and interviewed them. God, what is wrong with me?
I don't know.
Curiosity that is unquenched.
Hey, Sam, do you have some history for us today? Can you crack open the history books before we go too far here?
Gordy, you
Sure,
have a
let's
headache.
take a look at today in history.
Yeah, let's.
Ooh, you'll like this one. Today in 1854,
Okay.
the first meeting
Yeah.
of what would become the Republican Party was held in Ripon, Wisconsin.
In
There you
Ripon.
go, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where it was born. Yeah.
And-
Okay.
And now it doesn't exist anymore.
Yes,
I
it's
get it.
gone. Look at that. It only took 150 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
gone.
And what else?
Today in 1969, John and Yoko got married.
Read.
Wild.
Okay.
You got married?
They
got
got
married.
nothing to say about.
Do you have
yeah,
the Ballad
well,
of John and Yoko?
Aw.
that would have been a good song to play.
Play a little
I,
bit of it
Oh,
if you can.
it's
I
gonna
don't-
take
I
a
don't have it
second,
here
for
right
goodness
now.
sakes.
Well, yeah, the thing
It's
is,
called The Ballad of John and Yoko.
It is
I
called that.
I know.
ballad.
and they
yes.
turned a whole lot of people off with
Oh,
their,
it was great.
Their nude picture.
Oh,
Well,
then
on
there
the
was that.
cover of, what
Yeah.
was that?
What was?
The Plastic Ono Band.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was on
they,
that? It wasn't
they were
his
naked
album?
on
It
the
was hers.
front of that, and it got censored,
And
and they
the
wouldn't
sleep in, the
show
bed
it.
in, right?
Yes,
The bed
it's-
in.
yeah.
Yeah. That was
There
that was
a,
it.
Sitting
I
in
saw
a
a video of a
bathtub
guy
together.
coming to video to interview them during that.
We talked about that. Yeah, it was Al Capp
Yeah.
Oh.
who
Yeah.
had little Abner.
Yes.
They got into it. He
got
came
into
in,
an
and it
argument.
seemed very cordial at first. He was saying, hello
Yeah.
to John and Yoko, and
Yeah.
then
In
they
their bed.
started kind of chipping away at each other.
Yeah.
And then
Wow.
it really got heated, and
Yeah.
and then they ended up throwing him out.
Al Cap was not a nice man.
He wasn't. He was not a
was
nice
not
guy
a-
to anybody.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an awkward interview.
It was. Yes, it
I'd
was.
have to hear that. Did they have an audio of that?
Actually, there's
with us.
video. Well, there's
There's
film
video
of
of
it.
it, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have
Oh,
to
yeah.
watch it.
Well, he knows
after
it.
the show.
Yeah,
started.
he
Right
knows
over here. He knows everything about the Beatles. He's watched
you.
everything they've ever done.
That's true.
He doesn't have
I
time
don't.
for
I don't have
anything
to
else.
defend myself. It's the Beatles.
You know what?
What are you
Beatles.
talking about?
That's why he's never seen another movie.
That's
it's
not true
all
at
Beatles
all.
stuff.
As
Here you
soon
go,
as my
spinning their
daughter-
tails.
As soon as she could speak,
Lore.
I said to my daughter, "What's the greatest rock band in the world?" And she would answer.
She said what?
She said the
the
Beatles.
Dave Clark
I'm
Five.
trying to
That's-
interrupt you two getting together. I should really just stay out of it.
No, please.
Hey, a little bit later on, after 7 o'clock, we will launch
Yeah.
today's edition of Ride into Spring. This is our statewide contest. Have you heard about this, John Peterson?
No,
Okay, well, let me tell you.
I wasn't paying attention yesterday
I
when
know.
you
You
explained it.
dozed off, I think, in the middle of my explanation. But anyway, every weekday, you can tune in at 7 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and 3 o'clock for your chance to win an overnight stay at Chula Vista Resort in Wisconsin Dells, one of the most beautiful resorts they have up there. And you'll be entered to win one of 2 grand prizes that include new bikes, outdoor patio furniture, a blender, and more. We'll tell you more next hour, but we'll have that that keyword coming up just after 7 o'clock this morning. Okay?
right.
So
All
then
right?
that's
I
a
think that
text
works.
to win contest.
It's a
right?
text to win, and all you got to do is get the Civic Media app. You can download it from Google Play or from the Apple Store and get it on your phone, and then you go to the Civic Media app, you look for the text button, and you'll text the keyword for that hour.
You're not going to tell us what that is yet, are you?
No. It's very secret information, Catherine. I've got it locked away, sealed.
On that piece of paper there?
Yes. It's sealed in a mayonnaise jar on Funkin' Wagnall's porch.
There you go.
Remember that? No, you don't.
Yes,
Oh,
I
that
do.
was a really
Carson.
Yes,
obscure
Carson, right.
reference. You guys are so old.
I know.
Thank you.
If you remember
And we-
Johnny Carson, help
Yes.
us all.
Oh, yes. Karnak, the magnificent. You are correct, sir.
The day
Okay.
he retired, man, that was a sad day.
It was, yeah. Remember Bette Midler getting up on the desk
Oh,
and
that's
singing?
right. She sang.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she sang to him.
Well, so many people did, actually.
All right.
Sang to him?
Yes,
Yeah.
on
Oh,
the
yeah.
desk.
On the-
Upside down.
on the desk,
Yep,
upside down.
they did.
Right. Mm-hmm.
What was the most controversial? It wasn't Bette Midler. It's somebody else. Somebody else sang it. It was very, very controversial. Very, very suggestive.
I don't
Oh.
remember
Can't
that.
remember who that was.
Could it have
Yeah.
been Charo?
Oh,
Sure,
she
it might have
she
been.
never
She was
ages.
suggestive.
What is with her?
She's still
right?
alive?
I think she
Yes,
is.
she's
Oh,
still
that's a
alive.
game.
Yeah.
She looks
Yeah.
the same.
Does she? I'm going to look
She
her up
hasn't
now.
I think
changed.
she's an android.
Well, you know.
Could
that's
be.
possible.
Could be. Let's see.
Scientific research. Oh, we want to get our mean farmer back.
Oh, yeah.
Because
be
without
coming
hearing from him,
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like a true Wisconsin morning, does it?
Well,
In
yesterday
the dairy
was
state.
agricultural day, so it was perfect. for
It was perfect yesterday.
I think even Pam Yonke saluted the mean farmer on her show
Yes.
yesterday.
Well, Wish GOP, by the way. Wish GOP and Brian Schimming blamed the closure of dairy farms on Joe Biden. We've been talking about closed dairy farms for the last 15 years.
At least a couple of decades.
We
yeah.
lose about 500 dairy farms a year.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're blaming the 500 dairy farms that closed in the last year on Joe Biden. Man, these guys, they just expect people to be
Grasping at
this
straws.
stupid.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
This
I
stupid.
need you to say that again. This year alone in Wisconsin, we've lost 500.
It happened. Yeah, it's every year
Every
we
year.
lose about 500.
That's not possible.
It is
Yeah,
possible.
it is.
It's happening.
Holy
and they're
smokes.
absorbed by the corporate farms.
Right.
I had no
Yeah,
idea.
so they're
it was
still
that.
making, they're
They're-
still in
we
business.
haven't lost the cows. We haven't lost the milking.
Right.
But
they're
it's
getting
But the
involved.
families,
consolidating.
the
That's
families.
what's happening. The consolidating.
number.
And when you
Sad.
lose the families, then you lose the communities.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. All right, we are just getting started on a Wednesday morning, live from Short Stack Eatery with John and Gordy, Catherine Lake, and you, dear listener.
Oh, yes.
Coming back.
You know.
You know. Yeah.
That's a great song.
It is.
All right.
That was just John and
So-
Paul.
Oh,
Yes.
it was?
They did
I'm
all the
listening.
parts. Yes, go
Okay.
ahead, Sam. Tell us what we
Uh,
need to know.
So I've figured out what's happening. The internet isn't choppy. It's A, your laptop, and B, there's just a lot of latency, meaning that the internet is fast enough, but it just takes longer to get from point A to point B, which is why it takes so long for you to hear me. But it's fast enough to carry all of your conversation.
And
so-
what can we do
What
about
do you need
this?
us
Don't talk to me, basically.
Oh,
Okay.
And
Are we
also
using-
get out of segments earlier so that you don't talk all the way to the end.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Then hit the music a little earlier, okay? If you
Yep.
can.
Will do.
we can hear that.
Let us hear it.
Okay.
Hear the music.
'Cause I'm watching the clock here, so I've got it.
Listen to the music.
Yeah.
All right, what
Coming
what-
back in
what
10
are we-
seconds or
what are we
so.
com-
10.
What are we coming up
Mean
with?
Farmer.
Is that? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a little chilly in here.
it is. It's nice.
There they are, mom and dad again. I'm the one who said it.
Mad Radio, WMDX 92.7 FM. There's a fist fight breaking out.
It's getting close. It's going to happen one of these days.
Well, we're all a little frustrated.
So sensitive.
You know, when you set up shop like this, you're setting up an entire studio.
That's right.
In a half hour.
And when you say we,
The boss is here. Alex is here.
when
you say we, you mean me and Sam.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you
and
stroll
Sam.
in,
I stroll
like
in
10 minutes before the show. Hey, everything all set up?
I'm just
ready
trying
to
to keep the tempers down. I know there's a lot of tension at this point.
That's
so
right.
I just try to add some levity to the situation
Is
by
that what you're trying to do?
throwing comments in every once in a while.
Good to know.
Which I'm sure helps.
Your
Yeah,
name's
okay.
the first one in the show, and you're the last one to talk every time.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, that's the way that works.
Well,
Okay.
well, my name is first. What do you expect?
What do you expect?
I know, and that we made that mistake 30
Go
years
get
ago.
coffee. You guys take it
35
over. Go.
Wait a minute, coffee. Wait a minute.
Anybody want coffee?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
there's the coffee guy.
Oh, great.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Anybody want coffee?
I could use one.
Who wants coffee?
I could use one. Oh, my God. What is he doing?
Okay. We're getting coffee.
You know, when he does
Catherine's
that,
going to help
he's
us.
spilling coffee all over the place.
I know it.
He's throwing it.
I know it. Why does he
Can't have that happen.
just burst in out of nowhere?
I know.
Okay.
All right. Well, it wouldn't be a Wisconsin morning
Right.
without a little word from the mean farmer. All right.
Okay, what's he going to be talking about today? Do you know?
I don't know. He always surprises us, doesn't he?
All right.
He's talking
let's
about
hear-
bingo today.
Ah, bingo. Yes. Let's find out about bingo today.
Hi, this is the Mean Farmer, and this week on the Mean Farmer Show, bingo! A sport of queens, bingo! Yeah, every Tuesday night up at the parish hall, Our Lady of the Missing Hubcaps. It's a pretty little country church, a lot of deep ruts and chuck holes out front, of course. And the weirdest grotto made out of wheel covers in the back. There's a Madonna and a child made out of Mercedes hood ornaments. People come from miles around trying to get theirs back, but, oh, well, hey, back to the subject, bingo. Yeah. Tuesday night, Father Chicago, the pastor, he calls the numbers. Father Chicago, moved to town under mysterious circumstances after his bishop in Illinois caught him over celebrating the Chicago Cubs' victory in the World Series with Miss Hildegard as secretary, who moved with him. You Cub fans know how long ago that was. Oh, you know. Way before electric bug zappers, tell you that.
Yes.
Yeah, anyway, I knocked down some blue hairs, bought 16 cards, I got them free. You see, Miss Hildegard sells them, and she's old. I just showed her the free square in the middle. Say, see, free. Gave her a Niagara roller-sized chair coupon and split, baby. I sat down ready to go. Father Chicago started the first game up. B. 2. Bingo, I say. Hold your cards, he says. And check the numbers. B10, I23, and 30, G40, and over. Bingo, he says. Here's your toaster oven. Oh, that man's memory's shot. I won 18 straight games. Of course, the crowd began to get ugly, so I split. I caught 25 ladies from the Altar Society slashing my tires. And they scared my pit bulls, Sally Struthers, Louise Mandrell, and Bloody Lucifer, half to death. The bingo players are serious. Next week on the Mean Farmer Show, how a microwave oven can add excitement to a shuffleboard tournament. Ooh, that shot was way short. Muscle up, Abe. Get up, Carl.
Brings back the memories. Of course, that was recorded in the early 90s before the Cubs did go to the World Series.
Yeah, in 2016.
Yeah.
Won it all. Yeah.
I'm glad I missed the farmer.
8 days till opening
Yeah,
day.
well,
8 days?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's
It's
right.
so
we
cold.
cannot wait for that.
I know.
Absolutely.
But they don't start ever playing up north, right?
No.
I mean,
Oh,
you
yeah.
start in Arizona or something, right?
You're right. They start there.
No?
They're
They-
doing
they're-
spring training now.
That's
They're
spring
doing
training,
spring training
in
games.
Arizona. They don't
Yes.
start the games in Arizona.
The actual season
the season they start
begins in about a week.
in the actual cities where they're supposed to play.
Yeah, okay.
Well, that's okay.
Baseball. It's
okay.
America's
It's just
pastime.
baseball. Who cares, right?
Oh, come on.
Football's the sport now.
Okay. Yeah?
But bingo, let's talk a little bit about bingo. No, I'm just
Bingo.
kidding.
What
Do
are
we
you-
have to?
I did actually attend a bingo event one time with my mom.
with your mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was excruciating. This is before they before they got rid of the smoking.
Yeah.
Before they banned smoking indoors, and
that's-
it was
that's
just,
unbearable.
oh my God. This is at a bingo hall in, one of the casino joints, and it was just so filled with smoke.
Well, they've gotten rid of the smoke at a lot of the casinos.
Yeah.
Most of them now.
Not all of them?
Yeah?
Not all of them, but during the pandemic, that was the deal.
Yeah. Not
Now.
on, they haven't banned it completely on reservations.
No,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that
Yeah.
makes sense. They make their own rules.
That's
that's
right.
right. Okay.
I went to a cigar bar. I was taken to a cigar bar by Maggie Dawn, our
Oh.
midday. After,
Really?
Yeah. She took me in Waukesha.
Okay.
I walked in. I'm like, are they smoking in here?
It's strange.
What
Yeah.
are they doing?
In that voice? This is
Great.
I did. I said it out loud, and they
Oh,
escorted me
no.
right back out the door. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's still some cigar bars.
It
yeah.
now
Cigar bar.
seems odd
Cigar
and
bars.
strange,
It
doesn't it?
does. It's
Yeah.
I was married to a comedian, by the way.
Yeah?
And so in the first 15 years of our marriage, there was I'm able to go to bars and comedy clubs where they were
Right.
smoking.
Yeah.
It's like he was a smoker for 20 years.
Yeah, I
Not-
smoked
not
for a
good.
long time. Yeah.
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 I actually smoked for a
You did
small
not.
period of time as well.
Yeah.
Did?
I actually I kept the amount of cigarettes down by borrowing other people's, which I never paid
That
back.
doesn't surprise me.
Those don't count.
Other
Cheapo,
people's,
like Jack
OPs.
Benny over here.
They called them OPs, other people's.
Other people's. I used to smoke Marlboros. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a man's cigarette,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. This is
Then I switched to
I'm gonna tell the
Marlboro
children,
Lights.
Stop it.
Yeah.
You don't smoke anymore. Let's
Not anymore.
Well,
no. When our first son, when my ex-wife was pregnant with our first son, we decided that's it.
Yeah,
Not smoke.
not in the house, or
not,
not
not
around
at all.
the kids.
Yeah.
That's a good motivation.
Yeah.
Good
so
point.
that was 39 years ago.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
I was smoking Old Golds.
Oh, I smoked those for a
Did you?
while. Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
they even make those anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. And
sentimentalizing
all I know is that
cigarettes
I have a commercial, Old Gold commercial, about an independent guy with an independent mind.
Okay.
See, and I lived that commercial.
Yes.
So
That's a good
and by the way,
marketing team.
it saved me. We were in Eagle River, Wisconsin, way up north.
Yeah.
And we ran out of gas halfway back to Milwaukee. And the Old Gold carton that I had in the back, we sold that at a truck stop for just enough. I mean, gas was like 50 cents
You're not
a
kidding.
gallon. So,
You
we
sold
managed to get
cigarettes
just enough to get back
gas.
to Milwaukee.
Oh my God.
That's fascinating.
Somebody got a good deal on my Old Gold carton.
That's a good story.
Remember they had coupons? You could
Yes,
save up
yes,
and buy
yes.
stuff.
Right. I had tons of
Encouraging you to
coupons.
smoke even more.
Yeah.
Ah,
Green
those were the
stamps.
days.
Now you're making me think of green stamps.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, S&H
yes,
green stamps. Yes.
We are
I
all
recall
very
those.
old.
Yes. All right. It is 29 minutes past the hour. We're just getting rolling here from Short Stack Eatery, downtown Madison, 301 West Johnson. Stop by, say hello. We've got news and weather and Pam Yaki's agricultural report. When we come back, are we better off than we were 4 years ago? Oh, that question.
Oh, no.
Come on.
Checking out the halls, making sure the coast is clear. Looking in the stalls, no, there ain't nobody.
Smoking in the boys' room. Great. That's what he's playing. Yeah.
Way to go, Sam.
Smoking in the boys. Hey, Sam.
Yeah.
When you get a moment, I'm going to turn John and my mic down. Are you?
Okay.
Do you have us all on one channel?
Yes.
Do you have the Roadcaster all? Okay. Is Catherine still soft
a little
as
bit.
far as volume wise? All right. I'm going to turn John and me down a little bit because she's getting lost in the mix on our end.
Well, I'm also
Okay.
interrupting. So
Well,
don't worry about
but
me.
you got to get right on that mic. I
I'm
mean,
in it.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Okay.
And just
You
go
betcha.
ahead.
Put it out
Good.
there.
It's just that your voice has a different timbre.
Yes, it's
to
a
it.
din level. I
It's
know.
it's thin, but I mean it's
I
beautiful.
didn't say thin. I said din. Jesus.
I'm sorry. What? I can't.
What?
I'm
Sorry,
sorry.
can't
I'm
hear ya.
deaf.
Well, I'm glad you didn't ask me whether
What?
mine was soft.
Oh my God!
We
Dirty
have
jokes
to go
at
there.
6:30 in the morning.
Well, it's a commercial break. Who cares, right?
They're listening to us on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Okay, we have a contest now. What did John just say?
Oh, that'd be funny.
Would that?
That would be funny. You should do that.
Yeah.
That would drive people to the internet.
Yeah.
Because that's where we want them to be.
Oh.
Okay.
Anyway, you can't find that story I want. Libs on TikTok.
That would be
I
funny.
do want to
What
find
color
that.
is Gordy's shirt? Because yours
Hell,
is...
I don't even know. I'm colorblind.
Oh, you're
colorblind,
colorblind
that's right.
and deaf. That's awesome. What a catch you are.
Let's make fun of the disabled. Okay. That's good.
And deaf. There you go.
I'm going to say it's a gray shirt.
It is.
So it was either gray or green.
It looks grayish at this point.
Gray blue.
Blue?
It's hard to know
Gray
You
because
see
we got
blue in
LED.
here?
It's hard to tell.
LEDs turn things just a little different
Yeah.
They do.
hue-wise. So we want cut 550. All right.
550.
What are we doing here?
It's
are we
just,
better off?
Yeah, are we better off?
What you tease.
There's really
Did
no
you-
huge topic around it. It's just, are we better off? And, well, let's find out.
Are you going to go back and pick up Trump?
Yes.
Wants people to stand up for
Yep.
him? And
Yep.
so those cuts are 535 and 547?
Yep.
Trump
We're
whines
playing.
he's
We're
broke.
playing those two after 550, 535,
Yeah.
537.
Just have them standing by.
Yeah.
You guys speak a different language together. You just code.
That's right. It's
Nailed
all
it.
code.
John's got it all figured out now.
Awesome.
All these cuts.
I hope the numbers keep going
See,
up.
the numbers are
Don't
right
ever
there.
start again. Don't ever start again. You just keep. I want 10,420, please.
Yes, I know. I know.
So what are we going to do for episode 100 tomorrow? We
Oh
need,
my gosh.
Something.
Let's do something special.
Do we have a guest?
Let's have
Sam, do we have a
have a
guest
prize.
tomorrow?
We have Nick Ramos.
Oh, he's coming back. Oh,
Give out a
Yeah.
T-shirt
Okay.
for something.
T-shirt.
Nick Ramos.
He was the one that he got ill and
Yeah.
canceled out a couple weeks
What's the name
ago.
of the organization he's from?
Wisconsin Democracy Campaign, I believe.
All right. Yeah, I think it's.
You write
I think
that
that's
down.
it.
Wisconsin Democracy Camp.
Oh yeah.
Let me double check on that.
All right.
Nick Ramos.
There he is. Lawyer, advocate, and community.
Yes,
organizer.
Wisconsin
he is.
Democracy Campaign.
Yep.
He's the executive director.
The fourth executive director.
Right. Oh.
Boy, he is
That
deep
music.
in it.
Hey, Jorge.
Hey, Jorge's here.
Get in here.
He's
Get
coming
in here, man.
1 minute.
Put him on the air.
Maybe.
Put him on the air.
Yeah. Maybe. Really?
I don't know. You decide.
We can talk coffee.
You can talk coffee.
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 There he is. Good morning.
I perfected that somehow.
We're in a break here for a couple minutes.
Vice president of marketing or marketing
president of
director?
marketing.
Vice president.
Vice president.
My ride starts in like 30 minutes.
Your what starts?
There's a ride next door.
Oh my
You
gosh.
set the exercise. What's the name of it?
It's turnstile.
Turnstile.
Oh, you got it.
Indoor cycling.
Oh, really? Right down the street here?
30 seconds.
Like right next door.
Oh.
Yeah, stop in. Say hello. Well, we're just going to say hello to you. We'll just say hello.
With Mino and. Oh, very good. And what am I doing?
We're just saying hello. Just- yeah.
10 seconds.
About the ride.
We're coming on in 10 seconds.
We're gonna give him a free promo.
Sure.
Yep. Just don't bring up any other radio shows that we have on the station.
Okay.
We're very protective.
I'm shouting all about love. Well, they treated you like a dog, and you were the one who had made it so clear all those years ago. Talking all about how to get.
Mad Radio WMDX. 92.7 FM and 1580 AM on the magical radio dial in your car. Plus, you can tune around and get on social media. Find us there as well.
Yeah.
And tune up the
Civic Media
Civic
app.
Media app.
That's right.
Give
Hey,
us
look
a-
who
give
stopped
us a
by.
call or-
Jorge's here.
Oh, Jorge.
Good
Yes.
morning.
Hey, man.
How you
Hey,
doing,
man.
Jorge? What are you doing up this hour of the
You
morning?
know,
Yeah?
There's this March Madness challenge going on at Turnstile, the indoor cycling place here in downtown.
Oh, right next door?
Yeah, and we earn points for taking rides with our instructor.
Oh.
And, it's like a whole team thing.
Yeah.
And,
That's cool.
our team is fighting to the death for first place right now.
Wait, why so early?
That's
what's
what
the
I'm
point?
saying. I don't know. She teaches a class at 7, and
Yikes.
we need all hands on deck. So I'm making the.
What's the name of your team? Do you have a cool name?
It's just it's Natalie and Megan's team, so it's
Yeah.
Nat Meg.
Yeah.
We're
Oh,
Team
that's
Nat Meg.
nice.
Okay.
Yes,
Our
I like
color is
that.
purple. Yeah.
By the way, Jorge, I've seen you around the station. What the hell do you do there?
I ask myself that. Sometimes I'll be
He is
sitting
the
there.
vice president of marketing.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
Jeez.
Oh, I didn't.
How come you
I
don't
saw
know
you
this?
there. I thought,
I'm just sitting in front of the computer and look busy.
that's it.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
it. That's
much.
what. That's
You're
that's
very
what
good at that.
That would be my guess.
Okay.
Looking busy.
Yeah, we do like a lot of, I'm in charge of the website and,
Yeah. Yes,
the
yes.
app and all of the things you guys used to enjoy
That's right.
us digitally.
Yes.
And, our social media marketing and all of
Yes.
those things. But,
Yes.
Yeah, and recently the app and everything, the website, we got a brand new update on everything, so it's really cool.
It's a work in progress, but
Yeah.
yes, we made a big push to get a whole new site to make
Yeah.
it easier to find our.
It's really
find us.
fast.
There's actually Gordy who kept complaining, "Hey, they can't find my podcast."
Exactly.
So we were
exactly.
like, you know what? We got to
And
redo this.
now,
whole thing.
now you've improved everything.
Yeah.
We keep getting calls in regards to how good it looks.
That's good.
Yes.
So,
It's perfect. Now,
really
Jorge,
is.
Jorge, you have a show on Wednesday nights, right?
Yep, actually,
tonight.
tonight.
What-
It's at Mad Unity. We are focused on electronic music, so
Excellent.
DJ culture, EDM. So tonight is this kid Ian Adkins, who's
Okay.
local. It's all local DJs, and I think pretty much every time I think, we're pretty much running out of DJs, but there's always more kids that are talented that need a platform.
what do they play for electronic music?
So
What
we play all of the genres that are, the DJ shows are mostly like dance genres,
Yeah.
so like
Okay.
house, drum and bass. The kids are into dubstep these days. I don't know if you ever
What is
tune
it?
in late at night. And it's
Dubstep?
really, it's really
Dub-
just crazy music. That's dubstep.
Yeah. Okay. Dubstep. Wow.
So what time is this tonight?
10 to midnight.
10 to midnight.
Yep.
All
So
right.
I'm gonna need a nap.
do you need
somewhere in
special shoes for dubstep?
between. Yeah. No, it's
Clogging shoes?
Yeah. No, pretty much just like you just comfy shoes because it's very like hard music.
Yeah. All right.
So
Yeah.
it's basically dance music. Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
House music.
Electronic
and,
music.
Like techno and house are like pretty much they
Yes.
originated here in this area
Okay.
of the world. So it's kind of cool to just be able to
Yeah.
showcase that on our station. Just
Well,
So everybody's up there dancing. You have a crowd. You bring your men.
sometimes, not
that's what.
always.
See, this explains everything. Because on Thursday mornings we have to rearrange the
right,
furniture.
and you have like
it's-
disco lights going.
Yeah, disco
sometimes.
lights.
Yeah,
There's
we try to
strobes
get
going
better
on.
about that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
all the mics
finally.
are
So-
disconnected. Our headphones are turned down. What the hell are you
Well, that-
guys doing there?
party time.
That's not us, actually. Yeah.
All right.
It's the Gremlins. Yes. It's the Gremlins.
Yeah,
Yes,
no,
I get
we
it.
only have people over every 3 months. We do an open house.
Oh,
But,
okay.
Yeah, it's like it hasn't happened for the spring yet. But
Okay.
You're invited if you want to just
Yes.
just not
Well,
sleep.
if you have food
just
and
whatever.
stuff like that.
We'll just stay up all night. All right. Well, Jorge, thanks for stopping
Thank you
by.
so much.
I
Yeah,
know
you
you're
guys are
going
look-
next door, but
Look
you
like
know.
you're having fun here. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
we'll
and-
hang
and
out for a
pretty
while.
soon we're gonna be doing a little promo with you guys here. So
Oh, really?
We're gonna be doing the student survey and giving away gift cards for this place.
Oh, for Short Stack Eatery?
For Short
Yeah.
Stack, yes.
That's
Excellent.
fantastic.
Wow.
To
All
get
right.
people, maybe you'll get some more.
See, that's why you're the vice president of marketing. You got all this stuff cooking up, and we don't even know about
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Well, you got you're getting the preview right now. I probably let the
All
cat out of
right,
the bag.
you
But we
did.
have it all set up, so we're
Excellent.
Excellent.
We'll be giving you more
little
details.
sneak preview
Well, we-
right there, and everybody's going
Awesome.
to be looking forward to that.
Well, we appreciate all your
Yeah,
support of the
and
morning show
everybody
and
out there,
everybody
you should
here.
come in here. It smells good.
Oh, yeah.
It does. It
excellent.
does, doesn't it?
All right, Jorge. Well,
Thank
thanks
you.
again.
All right.
Appreciate you
I
stopping
appreciate
by.
you stopping by, yeah.
Come by anytime, okay?
Thank you.
All right.
Which,
deal.
answers the question, are we
Yeah.
better off today than 4 years ago?
Are we?
If you're here at Short Stack, of course you're better off
Excellent.
than
Yes.
4 years ago. Unless you were here 4 years ago. Of course. course.
This is the question that bothers you so much. Are we better off than we were 4 years
Right,
ago?
and 4 years ago, we had a COVID pandemic, so this is an
I'd
easy
say we are better off.
easy
yeah.
question to answer. But let's play a little track here and find out if we really are better off than 4 years ago.
And people look around and they say, am I better off now than I was 4 years ago? The answer to that is
President Trump's proposed budget plan could threaten America's ability to fight health threats.
This is their new hoax. They have no clue.
We have it under control. It's going to be just fine.
The U.S. leading the world in deaths.
So I said to my people, slow the testing down, please.
At some point, that's going to sort of just disappear, I hope.
half of the U.S. population is without a job.
We have not seen numbers like that since the Great Depression.
Are you better off today than you were 4 years ago?
Store shelves nationwide are dwindling or totally empty.
The disinfectant, is there a way we can do something like that by injection?
Testing's frankly overrated.
1,000 Americans are dying a day.
They are dying. That's true. And it is what it is.
Are you better off today than you were 4 years ago?
They cannot run on are you better off than you were 4 years ago.
Yes, we can. We actually can.
Yes.
It brings back a lot of memories where he was discounting COVID completely. Need to get the testing. We don't want more testing because it just proves that more people are getting COVID. Remember, he kept a ship, the people on a ship, because he didn't want them on land, or else then they'd be counted as people who had COVID.
Right.
Trying to keep the numbers down. It was a disaster, absolute disaster, and yet they have the guts, the temerity.
Temerity. I was going to use that word.
Yes. You don't want me to say balls.
No, I
but
don't.
They have the
Testicles? They have
the testicles.
Okay, there
they
we
have
go.
the testicles to actually say something as stupid as, are we better off than 4 years ago when we had COVID and we shut the entire economy down, kept kids away from schools, we didn't drive any place, our businesses were closed, gas prices plummeted. Oh, wait, that's a good thing.
I was
You know,
in
you're right.
Chicago during, this is like the 9/11 story. Where were you when it happened? Kennedy shooting, 9/11. During COVID, I was in Chicago driving down Lakeshore Drive to get to work. It took me 10 minutes during COVID because there was nobody out there.
No one there.
Lakeshore Drive turned into the Autobahn. They were doing 70, 80 miles an hour down there because the police weren't out either. It was crazy time.
It was kind of cool.
Kind of cool.
I mean,
the
the
pandemic
roads-
was
You are
kind of
a
cool.
hermit.
The
Well,
roads
that
being-
was awesome for you.
the
You'd
roads
made the
being
rest
clear.
of the world into hermits. Yes.
Now there are a number of Republicans lately that are coming out of the woodwork and saying, enough. They're not going to go along with Trump. They're not going to vote for him. In fact, they're voting for Joe Biden.
Yes.
Now, I got a little montage here. You're going to hear Mitt Romney,
All right.
Mike Pence, Chris Christie, Senator Todd Young, and John Kasich. All sort of, middle of the road, moderate Republicans.
Moderate
Are they
Republicans.
gonna support
Okay.
Trump? Okay.
Listen to this, all right?
will not be voting for former President Trump.
And it should come as no surprise that I will not be endorsing Donald Trump this year.
I have known him well for 22 years,
Chris Christie.
more than anybody else in this race
New York, yeah.
has known him. And I can promise you this. If you put him back behind the desk in the Oval Office and a choice comes and a decision is needed to be made as to whether he puts himself first or he puts you first, how much more evidence do you need
Let me see.
that he will pick himself?
Yes.
I don't intend to support him for the Republican nomination.
Who do you hope to support?
I haven't decided yet. It won't be him.
And what's the reason for you not supporting him?
Where do I begin?
I
can tell
you that in the state of Michigan, he is now being hurt and trails Biden because of the fact that the evangelical community is saying, we don't think this is our guy. I don't know whether he can shore that up again. I don't know if this has been said on the air before, but the information that I have from a very well-respected pollster is the evangelical voters are saying, some of them are saying enough is enough. It'll be interesting to see where this develops because without them, he's got a real problem.
That's John Kasich at the end there. So that's it. There are a number of Republicans that are starting to get
A little fed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And,
Trump
they're
came
jumping
in and
off the
just
bandwagon,
took the
finally.
entire party away from the Republicans.
That's it. They're not happy about it.
Laura Trump in charge
And they're
of the entire Republican Party at this point.
It's just a money grab.
It is.
You know, he's out of money, and now he's taking all the money from the Republican Party. Yeah. So.
Have you heard of Sarah Cooper? Either of you?
Cooper? No.
Sarah Cooper, because you guys aren't TikTokers. This was during 2020 that
Okay.
Sarah Cooper is a TikToker, and you can find her on YouTube too. She's a comedian, and she started doing Trump voiceover. In other words, mouthing what he's saying.
Oh, yes, I have seen her. Yes.
Brilliant. It reminded me when you started talking about
It's good
COVID. You got to
stuff.
please Google her and find her videos. They are hysterical.
Forgot about
Yes.
her, yes.
She lip syncs perfectly.
So well.
It's
and
amazing.
reinterprets.
Yeah.
And there's physical body movement too.
Yes.
And then she does the people who are in the room with him too, reacting when he talks about bleach or the light somehow in the body. And the woman, she's playing the woman who was part of, I can't remember her name, part of the medical team with Fauci. Just looking like, what are you talking about?
Right?
You know,
Sarah Cooper.
That's an interesting play on the brain, basically, because we're
Yes.
hearing these weird sentences
Yes.
and ideas
Yeah.
and concepts coming from a normal, everyday
salad.
looking person.
Woman, yes.
We've gotten used to looking at a crazy man saying these crazy things.
Right.
Yes.
And so it seems,
Yeah,
that's
there he
Trump,
goes
that's
again.
Trump.
Yeah, there he
But-
goes.
but
She
we're-
really pointed it up, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, somebody had a robotic voice, an AI voice, just saying something that Trump had said recently at a rally, and it sounded completely insane.
Word salad.
It's a word salad, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So we have come to accept Trump saying these things in a way that is acceptable, but anybody else saying the same thing, they would be, probably turned out or given some kind of last shot, exterminated.
Trump is not Hitler. I'm going to say that out loud. He is not actually Hitler. But there is part of me that wonders how people are going to feel when they have supported him all these years. In 20 years, they're going to look back and think, oh, what was I thinking? Why did I not think better about him? He's not a politician. He's not even a nice person. And I'll tell you what else. New York has known this, just like Chris Christie said. New York City has known who Donald Trump is all along. And
right.
They're trying to tell us. They're trying. My friends in New York City are trying to tell us. We know this guy. He is not your man.
Exactly.
It's funny how the entire country caught on to the New York style of doing business.
Yes.
Because they hate him there in New York.
Always
He's a typical New Yorker.
He stiffed everybody
and
there.
everybody in the country is like saying, yeah, we love New Yorkers now.
It's crazy.
Yeah, take us for a ride.
We're sorry. We're sorry.
Well, anyway, so Trump admires all the dictators in the world, and now he is kind of thinking, in China, people really stand up to the leaders there.
Right.
What?
Right.
What
No,
are
go
you
ahead.
talking about?
And I just thought, cut 5:35. Let's play this little track here. This is a little off-mic thing that Trump was talking to Fox News about. Let's listen to this.
Are we close to seeing Mr. Kim here at the White House?
Could happen. I mean,
They talked about that yesterday
I would
with
have
Mike
him.
Pompeo?
Yeah, I think it's something that could happen. Yeah. Hey, he's the head of a country, and I mean, he is the strong head. Don't let anyone think anything different.
Right.
He speaks, and his people sit up at attention. I want my people to do the same.
Well,
Yeah, he wants his people to do the same. Sit up at attention when he walks into
That's
a
right.
room.
Pay attention to him.
What a thing to want. A little insecure.
It is 6:49. John and Gordy and Catherine Lake. We are live at Short Stack Eatery, 301 West Johnson. We're coming right back with more on crazy Donald Trump. And he's broke. Let's hear that next. Is that just a picture of Donald Trump?
It
Why
is.
said he's
It's just a picture, but
you can talk about it.
yeah, you haven't. Did I give you any of this stuff?
No.
All right.
Did you have extra copies?
No. I was going.
That's fine.
I was going to text you and ask you whether
You know what?
needed them.
I don't need them.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Look at
I'm
'em,
trying to listen to you more and just
Yeah.
react to that.
All right. Excellent. All right. This is. We only have a minute. I'll just read it. Let's see here. Trump.
What? We do. Okay. Do you want to talk to Alex right now, or do you want to wait?
Okay.
Well, we got the contest
cut
right.
547. Cut 547. Will
Got
be
it.
coming up next after I talk about Trump whining about his debt.
Okay. Is she available? We. Let's start.
Mad Radio, WMDX, 92.7 FM at 1580 AM. This is the John and Gordy Show.
That's right. We are live from Short Stack Eatery, 301 West Johnson Street, and I think this is the fourth week that we've been here.
I think it is the
believe
fourth
so.
week, right.
Is that right, Alex?
I think it is.
Yeah. Alex joins us now. She's
welcome.
One of the partners here at Short Stack Eatery, and
right.
busy behind the grill. But we just wanted to talk to you for a couple of minutes, and thank you for welcoming us back here.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
My pleasure. Happy to have you.
Yeah. We're glad to be here.
Mm-hmm. So what's on the griddle today? Do you have any specials today? Any John and Gordy specials that you want to put out? No.
Would you like to give us
make one?
a secret little a clue as to what the
blind special is?
Blind special is?
It was the only clue I'll give you is the color green.
The color green.
St. Patrick's Day.
All right.
Over blind for the week.
Excellent. There you go.
I'll say I'd rather die than give anything up.
All right. And just to review, when people come in and they want to order the blind, you give them one question. Is that right?
They get to ask if it's sweet or savory.
Okay.
All right. Now, I just want to tip you off on this, give you a little warning ahead of time. We're going to look at the menu that you have, and we're going to come up with our own
menu item?
Well, not menu item. We're going to come up with the kitchen lingo.
You're making this up.
In order to make it easier for you there in the kitchen and spread those orders around the restaurant.
Because you have a couple of things like that, a
you
couple
have,
of nicknames.
You have kitchen lingo already, but we want to come up with maybe one. Just one, okay? All right.
Okay.
Don't tell any of the kitchen staff. Just use it and see how fast it takes us to
There you
catch
go.
on. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a great
All
idea.
right. And now everybody talks about my famous French toast recipe.
You have French toast here, right?
We do.
Yeah.
I have a very special French toast recipe, and I found a secret that you probably are unaware of, and I will let you know that secret.
Alex is rolling her eyes right now.
I've already actually told everybody about this secret, haven't I? This is not a big secret.
I don't think Alex knows it because she's on the edge of her chair.
Okay, so you make the batter for it, right? You put a little batter, and I put a little flour in the milk and eggs.
Flour.
But what I do is when I'm frying it and it's in oil, the side that's not being cooked, I sprinkle cinnamon on it. And then I flip it and I fry that cinnamon, and it browns the cinnamon, and it adds a certain edge and flavor to it that you don't get with normal everyday cinnamon in the batter.
Love it.
Yeah.
You seem unimpressed, actually.
No, you're
really?
thinking about it, right?
Oh, she's thinking about it.
I mean,
you know.
Yeah, when I make like different kinds of infused oils, like a chili oil or something, I'll toast cinnamon sticks a really long time, like get them really, really smoky before I add the oil in.
Yes.
So I know the flavor you're talking about. It's good.
It really, and it really puts that flavor in there, because a lot of people are kind of getting tired of the cinnamon flavor being added to just about everything you can think of. But if you add it this way and you fry it and you cook it, well, I don't know, what do they call it? Where you're browning something, you're caramelizing it basically.
Cinnamon recalled.
So it really tastes great that way. What is that?
Yeah.
Cinnamon recalled?
Wasn't cinnamon recalled or something?
Oh, was it?
Really?
I don't
There's
know.
like something in it.
Hope not.
Oh,
No, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Never mind.
There you go. Well, you might want to try it. It's just and if you do add it to the menu as a special item, then it's the John and Gordy's French toast.
You'll be
special.
calling me for commission.
We want some kind of John and Gordy
No.
special that we could have on Wednesdays, and then it could be special all day.
I think
even
it
after the
should be.
broadcast.
I think it should be a secret menu item.
Oh.
And we should try to develop this over time.
Okay.
So you guys bring me
We'll
ideas,
workshop this
and
a
we'll
little
workshop
bit.
it.
Okay.
Excellent.
Alex, thank you
We'll do
very
that.
much
All
for
right.
stopping in.
Yeah, have a good day, guys.
Okay.
It was just a tip
Alex
off.
is
That's
running
all.
away from the microphone now. Okay. She was not impressed with your this French toast recipe and secret ingredients and all.
No,
your,
she was.
No, she was. She was being
But
very
you know,
kind.
You guys don't get it. You know,
What?
you don't
No,
get it. You
she didn't.
caramelize something, you brown it, and it adds that edge, that flavor that no one else can get just by adding cinnamon to
Nobody
a recipe.
cares.
Of the four of us in this conversation,
Yeah.
including Alex, which one of us is a chef? Oh, that's right. It's Alex.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, I was a big boy cook, so there.
Oh, there we go
That's
with
right,
the big
big
boy
boy.
cook.
You were a grill at best.
Okay.
I'm going to beat this memory to death.
You've already done that. Okay, you've achieved that.
I wanted
Check
to be
that
on,
box.
I wanted to be on Steakside so bad.
I know.
Just let it go, man.
I really have to let it
40
go.
plus years ago.
I was so disappointed, though.
But you are a cook. You do like to cook,
I
as
love
opposed
cooking.
to
Yes.
me, who likes to heat. I only heat. I heat well, and I present.
Heat it up.
beautifully.
I have not heard that. That
Oh,
is
I'm
wonderful.
A heater. I'm a heater.
I wonder how many people are heat cookers.
I'm a heater.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to say, I don't cook well.
Oh,
You're a heater.
really?
Not good. Yeah, just heat it up.
So you know what I'm hearing from the heaters over here,
Yeah.
criticizing a person who tries to cook
Yeah.
and be
Criticize.
creative.
That's
And
a strong word for it. Mock is really what we're doing. Not criticizing.
you're right.
Mocking.
You're
Mm-hmm.
right. You're mocking me.
So what are you doing today? It's already 7 o'clock practically.
Almost. Yeah,
What
we
have
got about
done?
3
Have we
minutes
done
left.
anything?
On our
in this segment.
99th show here at Short Stack.
That's
Eatery.
right. What are we going to do for our 100th show tomorrow? We got to cook up something special
Ooh,
for that.
cook it up.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, you
All right.
said
Yeah,
it.
Mr.
Okay.
Nice callback.
Okay. All right, we'll do
All right,
that.
why don't we find out if do we have enough time here?
Got a couple of minutes.
All right.
Yeah.
Did the Trump tax cuts actually work?
Did they?
We've been, kicking this around for a long time on the John and Gordy show, and we have finally got an answer from Chris Van Hollen.
All right.
Yeah. Senator Chris Van Hollen has come up with an answer. Let's play that. I hope we have enough time for this.
Do you have a number? on
It's
it?
all
Mr. Chairman,
right.
with your indulgence, I'd just like to ask every member of the panel a yes/no question. I've been doing this in a lot of these hearings. This discussion already came up, but because of the hype that was presented at the time of the Trump tax cuts, claiming that they would pay for themselves, I just ask everybody, especially our economists, whether in fact the Trump tax cuts paid for themselves. Let's just start with Dr. Clausen and just go down the line.
They did not.
Yeah.
Does not appear so.
They did not.
No, they did not.
Got it. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
There you go.
Oh,
That's
there
it.
it is.
Very quick.
Okay.
In and out, and we know it didn't work. They didn't get paid for.
Nope. Not
we
at all.
added to the deficit, and that is, I guess the deficit increased by $8 trillion. Thanks
You have to be kidding me.
For Donald
Thanks
Trump.
to Donald Trump.
No, it
Yeah.
balloons.
No, we're not
Interesting.
kidding. We're not kidding.
I would be interesting to hear about each presidential deficit and debt
He put more debt on than any other president.
ever.
Yep.
Welcome to America.
Okay, 6:58. We've got news, weather, and sports straight ahead. Coming up after 7 o'clock, we'll reveal today's keyword for our Ride into Spring contest. Okay, back with John and Gordy live from Short Stack Eatery.
As we were saying,
let the sun shine.
it's the John and Gordy Show.
All right. All right. Well, now that we've added to their menu,
That was good.
I like the idea. Wednesday special.
Wednesdays.
The John and Gordy special, French toast.
That would be the way to go. Have a John and Gordy special all morning.
I know, that's a great
Once
idea.
you missed us this morning, but hey, you can still stop in and get a whatever.
You text her. Had some things to say.
Are you playing that?
Somebody texted us?
Yeah. The GOP has been bad for decades. Trump merely ripped their mask of civility off.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's not Hitler yet. He really wants to be Hitler, and so do his most ardent followers. Never forget.
That's right. We have that cut somewhere. I have so many cuts.
Really?
530 something, whatever.
We know your number.
It's just ridiculous. We got to. 13B. Let's do a long thing here. Okay?
What are we doing?
We're going to do Scott Walker. Act 10. This is a 5-minute cut.
Okay, then we better get the contest.
5-minute cut?
Yeah, absolutely.
Say that again, Sam.
It's a 5-minute cut?
A 5-minute cut?
Yes.
Is that what you
Are
said?
we going to start?
Yes, a 5-minute cut.
Scott Walker?
It's 5:48. Cut 5:48.
Are you going to ask him to start and stop it?
No.
Okay.
5 minutes.
Well, then let's do the
It's a 5-minute cut, and I'll even talk about it. I'll mention how long it is and why I'm going to play the whole cut.
And we can't stop in the middle to reset.
No.
Hey, I'm not going to say it again.
Children.
Wait till you hear them. No,
It's okay. Keep your voices down.
Dad.
Now-
Remember, we're in public.
When you hear the
Okay.
cut, you'll understand why.
Okay.
That's
there's
fine.
no interruption.
Do the contest before that.
Yes.
Otherwise, we'll run out of time. We got to get it in the first 15 minutes. That's the rules.
Yes.
I won't talk. I'll be keep it quiet. over
You
here.
can talk all you want.
I was gonna actually
You
talk.
want me to tell you something?
I was going to actually talk this over with you because I think
Yeah.
that we can't drop this contest in the middle of
I know.
whatever we're doing.
I don't want to do that either.
Yeah.
So
We
maybe
did
we
that
do
yesterday.
it. I know, and I couldn't. But I was watching the
Well,
clock.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. That was cool. But I'm thinking at the beginning.
Let's do
or
it
end.
right at the
Yeah,
beginning.
Beginning.
Yeah. Okay. Boy, it got real quiet in here. We discussed something very serious, and boy, it's
Poor
just,
people just God
they
say,
get-
wow, anything can happen at the table.
More interaction.
Do they have 5
I feel
minutes?
like we should.
Like they aren't curious. What we're doing.
Well, no one's here right now. We have a
Sam,
family over there.
Sam,
Yeah.
Sam is hesitant about handing out you make these beautiful flyers, and then we just put them on a table. We should put them on
I had
every
him by the
table.
front. I had him by the front.
Did you put?
Go for it.
Well, I was thinking we'd put them on the tables.
When
They don't. They don't.
order,
They don't care.
They'll see it.
Well,
okay.
Alex might care.
Really, you think it's pushing it?
Right up to the tables. That's
No, you don't think.
that's a lot.
We did it at the bar, and nobody cared. High noon.
There's a reason for that.
You're like one of
They're
these.
at the bar.
Okay. I don't know.
The high noon.
Cashless. Cards only.
Yeah. Yeah. We go from
That's
one
a big
extreme
city.
to the other.
That's a
right?
big city thing.
No, it's one extreme to the other.
Yeah, it's weird because there's some bars in town that are cash only still.
I know it.
Is there in
And then-
town?
Yeah.
And then you get out in the boonies. It's like,
I know the
do you
silver
do?
dollar was, but they closed that down.
yeah. All right, I got to figure this thing out now. Yeah. Hey Sam, next time you make the flyer, we got to get their short stack logo or their name on it, just for short stack flyers.
Do you think that the processor on Gordy's laptop might be?
Yeah, definitely on the
What-
on the headphone end. There's not much I can do about it.
How-
That's why I'd like to see.
What kind of processor do you have in your computer here?
It's I don't know what the name of it is.
No,
but,
they give it a number or something.
Yeah.
So, don't worry about it. I'm just wondering. I'm wondering if the processor may have something to do with output.
Well, see, I've got the ducking is turned off.
Hmm.
Ducking is like when you start talking, everything else drops,
Yes,
sort of.
Yeah.
But it's turned off.
Yeah.
But it does it anyway.
It does it
I think
anyway.
in the mixer.
Yep.
So I'm not sure that we're hearing that on the air like that. I haven't gone back to
Yeah,
listen.
I haven't either.
To compare it. But yeah, I don't like that aspect of it. I'm thinking the upgraded model has taken care of that. They've done something about it.
They said it's fully powered. Every aspect of it is powered. I think you're sharing power on this, but where everything else in the new one is powered
1 minute
individually, each one.
Yeah.
1 minute,
maybe.
thanks, Sam.
Yep.
So it's 100% from every channel, every output, and input. So that's what it is. Okay.
Sports and tech. I'm out.
I'm sorry. I feel bad now.
Well, we're also sports deficient. We have no.
Yeah, we
not
don't know
tracking the
anything about
basketball
it.
tournament at all.
I
I have no idea what's
I
going
get
on with
renders of what's going on in basketball on my watch all the time from our chat.
Right?
You know, it's driving me crazy. That I don't care about you guys.
I know. They're doing that racket. What do you call it? Racket?
The brackets.
The bracket thing, yeah.
What do they call it?
A racket.
The racket. The
10
racket.
seconds.
Google Play.
Spelled with a Q.
Okay.
All right. That's rocking out, man.
Yeah.
It's a Mad Pad, the John and Gordy Show, Mad Radio WMDX.
Live from Short Stack Eatery, downtown Madison, 301 West Johnson, where we are every Wednesday morning.
That's right. We invite everyone to stop down. We have brochures to give to you, little flyers with our picture. I'm just kidding. You don't need those.
But you can have them.
But
we got them.
do stop by. We love to chat, as you know.
This is John and Gordy Show number 99 in this series.
That's nutty.
Yeah, today.
Yes, I know. We should have a cake with 99 candles on it.
I know.
I like the number 99. 100 is just boring. It just sits there.
No, it
right?
is.
Now, in just a moment, we're going to get to something that everyone wants to hear. It's Scott Walker getting schooled about Act 10.
Okay.
And it didn't save the state any money. All right, we've got that coming up in just a moment. But first,
it's time for our Ride into Spring contest. We do this every morning at 7 a.m., just after the top of the hour, and we'll be doing this the rest of this week and next week. Also on WMDX and all the other civic media stations at 7 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and 3 o'clock. It's your chance to win an overnight stay at Chula Vista Resort in Wisconsin Dells. And you're also automatically entered to win one of 2 grand prizes that include new bikes, also outdoor patio furniture, blenders, some kitchen items, all kinds of great stuff. So you can listen for that chance to win. Again, at 7, 10, 1, and 3. And what happens? Right at those top of the hours while we reveal the keyword of that hour. So you have 1 hour to get on the Civic Media app. So you got to download the app. It's free. If you don't have it already on your phone, you can download it at Google Play or the Apple Store. Get it on your phone. You go to our WMDX portion of that app. Just hit the app. Find Mad Radio, WMDX, and then text us. There's a text button right there. Here is the word for this hour. So you have to text before 8 o'clock the word pool, okay? Pool. P-O-L-L. Pool.
There's so many ways to spell pool.
Pool. Not cool. Pool, okay?
With a P.
P-O-O-L.
That's correct,
P
John
as in
Peters.
pool.
Pool is, yes, P is in pool. Don't pee in the pool. That's frowned upon just about everywhere.
But it
Text
happens.
to win.
Text to win.
Text
okay?
to enter to win.
You can text to enter to win.
Right.
And again, this is statewide. This is on all of our radio stations across the state.
Download the app.
You got it.
Choose a station.
Got it.
We had somebody
You got
text
it.
in. We had somebody text in the word tool. It is not T. It is P.
Oh,
See, already.
Not T as in tool.
Yeah.
P as in pool.
Already, there's confusion.
We can't help.
Well, they
Pool, like a
recognize-
swimming pool.
Swimming
Okay.
pool.
They
There you
recognize Gordy as a tool.
Okay.
I just thought it was easy
Okay.
just to get that
Again,
mixed up.
you know, you don't know what you're talking about.
Hey,
okay.
now.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right, let's talk about Act 10. You know, when
Let's
Scott
talk
Walker
about it.
became governor, he went after the unions. And the only reason they went after the unions was to destroy their contributions to the Democratic Party. It's always been that way. They've gone after unions just to destroy the fundraising
Right.
that the unions have for the Democratic Party. That's the only reason they did this.
Okay.
So, I thought it might be a good idea to remind everybody what Scott Walker did as governor and how he stunted Wisconsin's wages and buying power for an entire generation. When you get rid of union jobs, your pay comes down by about $10,000 a year. That's $10,000 more that could have been spent if you have a union job. So just
Okay.
think about getting rid of the unions, stunting the unions, as Scott Walker did with Act 10, taking away the ability of Wisconsinites to make more money and be
Put
a
it in
good
the
consumer.
economy, yeah.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so this is a great moment in time where Scott Walker has always said, and he continues to say, by the way, on Twitter X,
Yeah.
that he saved the state so much money with Act 10. That is a complete lie, and you'll find out in this 5-minute cut.
5 minutes?
Yeah, they gave him only 5 minutes in the Senate in a hearing, and each politician gets 5 minutes to question the person there, and Scott Walker was the person being questioned by Dennis Kucinich.
Oh.
And he just grills him, and you're going to love this. It's 5 minutes worth of gold.
When was it from? This particular cut? Give or take?
I don't know. Way back when,
yeah.
you know,
Not recent, but yeah.
yeah, 2013,
Yeah, give or
something
take,
like
yeah.
that.
Okay,
Let's
so
check it
about
out.
10.
Dennis Kucinich finally setting the record straight for everybody in Wisconsin. You got to hear this.
Ohio, Dennis Kucinich for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Governor Walker, you said the union leaders agreed to the financial cuts, but then you blamed the local unions for not following through on these pledges. That's because you refused to drop your demand to strip workers of collective bargaining rights that had nothing to do with the budget, and refused to negotiate and rejected the union's offer. Now, Governor Walker, if the unions in Wisconsin agreed to the financial cuts you sought, I don't understand how this can continue to be characterized as a debate about state budget deficits. This is supposed to be a hearing about state and municipal debt. I don't understand how repealing collective bargaining rights for public workers shows us anything about state debt. Let me ask you about some of the specific provisions in your proposal to strip collective bargaining rights. First, your proposal would require unions to hold annual votes to continue representing their own members. Can you please explain to me and members of this committee how much money this provision saves for your state budget?
That and a number of other provisions we put in, because if you're going to ask, if you're going to put in place a change like that, we wanted to make sure that we protected the workers of our state so that they had a right to know what kind of value they got out. It's the same reason we gave workers the right to choose, which is a fundamental American right, the right to choose whether or not they want to be a part of a union and whether or not they went up to $1,000.
How much money does it save, Governor? Just
that
answer the
particular part
question.
doesn't save any.
Okay,
in
that's
the same,
right.
In the same way that
that's
if you,
the point. It
if you read the
obviously
federal
has
budget,
no effect
I'll
whatsoever.
answer your
I'm
question.
reclaiming my time. It obviously had no effect whatsoever on the state budget. I want to ask about another one of your proposals. Under your plan, you would prohibit employees from paying union member dues from their paychecks. How much money would this provision save your state budget?
It would save employees up to $1,000 per year they could use to pay for their pension and their health care contributions.
Governor, it wouldn't save anything. There are minor administrative costs, if any. It's obvious what the real intent is here. And
It's
I'll
to give
back it
workers
up.
a right. It's to give the workers the right to choose.
I'll back it up, Mr. Chairman. Right here from the state of Wisconsin's Legislative Fiscal Bureau, this is a nonpartisan state budget agency, much like the Congressional Budget Office. The Bureau was asked to identify provisions in the governor's bill that are non-fiscal policy items that have no state fiscal effect. This letter confirms the obvious. that Governor Walker's effort to repeal the rights of state workers is a non-fiscal policy item. No effect on the state budget shortfall. I ask unanimous consent that this letter be included in the record.
Reserving the right, we'll inspect it and plan to include it in the record.
Well, I've just made it a matter of public record anyway. The title of this hearing is Choice or Necessity. I think that what we've been able to demonstrate here is that the attack on collective bargaining rights is a choice, not a budget issue. There are budget issues as well that need to be addressed in Wisconsin. For example, according to the National Nurses United in U.S. states facing a budget shortfall, revenues from corporate taxes have declined $2.5 billion in the last year. In Wisconsin, 2/3 of corporations pay no taxes, and the share of state revenue from corporate taxes has fallen by half since 1981. That's published in The Nation by John Nickel. I won't ask to submit it by unanimous consent. And also in the Real News Network, they have a report here that points out that the budget shortfall of $137 million in Wisconsin could have been covered if the state had just kept going its state legislated estate taxes, which they let expire after 2008. Also points out that if they had gone on to collect the estate taxes from their wealthiest citizens, they could have paid down the debt. Now, I just want to say in conclusion, Mr. Chairman, that we really are here at the center of a great debate over the purpose of government, whether there is such a thing as a public sphere with public servants who perform duties on behalf of the public using resources that belong to the public, or is government going to be auctioned off to the highest bidder, to corporations who privatize and inevitably drive up the cost of government, drive up the cost of services, drive up taxes? That's where this debate is headed nationally. I think that Governor Walker has inadvertently done a public service by exposing the extent to which this mindset of privatizing what is the public sphere, bringing this issue to the forefront. So thank you for being here, both governors.
That's it. That's it. Isn't that incredible? I mean, he just put him in his place, exposed, the con that the Republicans have put into place for years here, giving these huge major tax cuts to corporations, and yet saying, well, we have to pay for the debt and our bills by doing this, and always giving these tax cuts to the major corporations. It's just crazy. And I've been seeing it for a long time. We pay taxes in order to provide services to us. Right, the citizens of Wisconsin, or the country, basically. And we need the taxes to help us make our lives better, enrich our lives, save us money through basic services. If we paid for these services individually, it would be extraordinarily expensive for each and every one of us. But if we buy as a collective, as a state, as a taxpayer, we can bring the cost down dramatically. And that's what basically Scott Walker was trying to do, is dismantle that concept completely.
And he's still touting it through.
And he's still bragging that he saved the money, so much money, by Act 10, which had no effect at all on the budget or saving anybody money. It was just, it's a con, and he continues to do it. And I just wanted to let everybody know that if he ever X's that, respond. And tell him, no, you're wrong.
Not better.
Now, I've posted this video, by the way. This is a video on my blog, democurmudgeon.blogspot.com. So if you can, check it out. It's a wonder to see.
That goes by very fast. Democurmudgeon.
Yes.
.blogspot.
.blogspot.com.
Yeah, that's
Got
right.
it.
You can also see a lot of old John and Gordy videos from 30 years ago.
Glory.
There's a tab there that I've got tabs. One is for John and Gordy.
Excellent.
Tabs. Yeah.
All right.
Check it out.
7:18. We are live from Short Stack Eatery, downtown Madison. We're coming back with more of John and Gordy.
Next week is spring break. There's two topics. Next week is spring break.
We got Mark on the phone.
Okay. All right. We can go to Mark.
Great-grandfather just passed away.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Birth great-grandfather.
This would be. Okay.
I heard from the birth mother yesterday. Really sad.
In Chicago area?
No, he's in Virginia. He was in Virginia.
Oh,
and his
wow.
great-grandmother's still alive.
Oh, wow.
But she's suffering from dementia, I believe, too. It's just, it's just,
Yeah.
it's life.
I know.
Everybody
Yeah,
has to-
my father-in-law is ready to
I lost all my
pass any
grandparents
day.
when I was that age.
Yeah.
Well, they're this close to getting taken care of dementia and Alzheimer's.
You get the AARP?
Yeah, we all get it. Yeah, I saw that.
Is it a good story? Is it positive?
Yeah, it's a good story.
Okay.
It's been
Coming
going
in
on.
15
the testing
seconds.
is there. It's really it's going to be taken care of in the next 10 years.
Okay,
10 years.
What do we
Just
got?
in time for me. Yay!
Well,
Yeah, right.
Not in
yeah,
time
I hope
for
it's
me. I
time for us. Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
What do we
I've
got
already
here?
got part of it.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Is that you again? Is
No.
that yours? No?
No, I could play it, but I didn't.
I did.
Somebody else played that part.
It's so funny. Sometimes I really do forget.
Yeah?
We're doing a radio show. We get chatting
I know.
when we're not on the air. And
Right.
that's right. That's right. We're going to talk about something on the air.
That's right.
Well, this is Mad Radio, WMDX, and we hope you're having a good time listening to Scott Walker get trashed.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, I kind of like that a lot.
7:21, and again, we are live at Short Stack Eatery, downtown Madison.
I'm a pancake.
Yes, it's pancake time, but they have lots of other stuff besides pancakes here at Short Stack Eatery. All kinds of good stuff. We'll be here till 8 a.m. with the show, and we'll be back next Wednesday as well. Hey, let's go to the phones.
Yes, Mark is on the line right now. Mark, what do you got for us?
Yeah, well, let's remember, Scott Walker thought that was going to make him president of the United States, taking down the unions, and of course it didn't. I mean, Scott Walker's a twerp, and he's always been a twerp. Apparently, he was back in Badger Boys. He was convinced he was going to be president of the United States. And let's remember, when Scott Walker was county executive in Milwaukee County, he cut back on safety inspections in the county, and when that garage collapse in 2010 killed that kid, Jared Kellner. And during that summer, his lead attorney for his campaign was sending emails to his county office. Keep all news about our failures to inspect the safety in these facilities. Keep that out of the news because they didn't want anybody to know what a failure Scott Walker was. I mean that when Scott Walker came into office, that happened. I mean that actually happened. That's in the record. That Scott Walker, it's a complete failure. That the state employees had already undergone furloughs, as when I knew that other than the furloughs, which cut back on our wages for several years before Scott Walker came into office. The budget was on its way back. I mean, it was actually going to be a surplus in.
Yeah, we were coming out of the Great Recession.
Right, and
Right.
Scott Walker was just a complete and total twerp. And I mean,
I know.
If I ran onto the street today, I'd call him a twerp to his face. That and he'd make my look because he's too
Well, I
damn
poured
dumb.
beer over his head. But Mark, remember also that he was Milwaukee County executive, and he bankrupted or close to bankrupting Milwaukee County, and the Milwaukee County Business Association kept that a secret. They had research. They had a whole plan. They were going to break up Milwaukee County and sell it off to the state, so the state could take care of some of the services that were provided in Milwaukee County because it was going bankrupt. And what they did was they kept that a secret during the election when we were choosing our next governor, and they. This is what they actually told the newspaper. Well, we didn't want this information to affect the election. Like they were keeping this information from influencing it in a bad way. Right? You think it would? So then we put this guy in charge of the state. It was a huge, incredible mistake. Yeah. And for the Milwaukee Business Association to keep that a secret, to prevent all voters from knowing that information before they went to the polling place was just egregious. And I still can't get over that. I still can't get over it. And no one remembers that he actually bankrupted Milwaukee County.
That's incredible.
Yes.
Mark, thank you for your call. We'll move on.
Thanks, brothers.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thanks.
The other thing, too, is Scott Walker reacted to the Supreme Court decision to allow Texas to detain migrants under state immigration law. It's a state immigration law. This is the federal government's responsibility. It's not the state's. I mean, this would cause incredible chaos. It would be a diplomatic nightmare, allowing states to do this particular job, and that is to patrol the border. So anyway, Scott Walker came out for this. He says, Scott Walker, of course, doesn't care. This is what he said. This is what he tweet-exed. Big win for Governor Abbott in Texas. Bigger win for America, as we must stop the invasion threatening lives all across the country. Again, it isn't really an invasion.
You think?
So, and they're beating that invasion word to death, of course, to justify all of this.
Yep.
But, and I note as well that the Supreme Court allowed it to happen. Well, now it's stayed again.
Yes.
By an appeals court in Texas.
Right.
So it's not going to happen, but it was that close. It was that close. What is wrong? The question I have, and I've said this before, is that the Supreme Court is making these incredible partisan decisions now, and they're very obviously partisan decisions, and it's destroying the country in such an incredible way, allowing something like this to happen. They know that the Constitution prevents the states from dealing with border patrol. This is a federal government's job. It's a supremacy clause that they have to adhere to, and yet they allowed this thing to happen. The Supreme Court.
Well, we've never seen the Supreme Court come up with so many different actions. They're actively involved almost on a daily basis with coming out with rulings on stuff. I've never heard of this before.
I wouldn't say it's destroying the country.
It
I would
is.
say dividing the country, therefore
No,
harming
they've destroyed the country because basically the Second Amendment, they somehow found in this very short little amendment, one sentence, broken up by clauses. Basically, they said that people have a right to bear arms. There is nothing in the clause that says anything about people having the right to bear arms.
Individuals.
Then they decided that an inanimate object, something that the government prints up, money, is suddenly considered free speech.
Yeah.
Free speech is something that you and I have. We inherently have it. We can speak it. We can talk to people.
We can write it.
Talk, but we can't spend it. Free speech isn't spent.
It is
It's
here.
not money.
Not currency.
Yeah.
No.
So even if you wanted to put an ad in and tell everybody to vote for a certain person, that's money again. It's a transaction. This is not free speech, and they destroyed the country with Citizens United, and it continues. And then of course they repeal Roe v. Wade.
Yeah.
A law of choice.
You're right. That's
for
destruction.
women.
That's destruction.
And look what it's done to the country. They are destroying this country with their ridiculously partisan decisions. We've had over 50 years of justices accepting Roe v. Wade as law. And these guys came in because they were so angry about it, and they thought it was decided in such a wrong way as a privacy situation that they had to take care of it, and they killed it.
Yeah.
Again, I think they're destroying the country.
I'm going to need a
with their
blood pressure
decisions.
cuff after this show. I really am.
All right. Well,
All right.
get on my soapbox here. I'm sorry about that.
Remember your blood pressure.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Just settle down for a minute. We've got some news coming up. We've got weather coming up. We've got Pam Yankee.
Excellent. I
gonna
can
give
just
us
relax then.
And 30 more minutes for the text to win contest.
That's right.
That again if you
yes.
want, when you're
The
ready.
word of the hour. The word is pool. Pool. P as in Paul. OOL.
Good job.
Okay.
That's
Text it.
Paul.
All right. On your Civic Media app. We're back more live from Short Stack Eatery. Coming up.
Come on. As we were saying, it's the John and Gordy Show.
John and Gordy in the morning.
As we were saying,
Let the sun shine.
it's the John and Gordy Show.
need to open up a little bit. You know, you need to vent a little.
Why are you holding back?
You need to don't be so. You know, you gotta.
I'm grateful that you're dragging it out of me because normally I wouldn't be able to say any of this stuff.
We got a text to win person entered contest.
All right.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
All right.
7,
All right.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Facebook people counting them up
14.
here. Okay. Yeah.
Pretty good.
14 entries.
That's good.
In half an hour alone. I think that's pretty good.
That's great. That's great. They're
Devils
paying
eat
attention.
your heart
I
out.
cannot wait to see the metrics on this download.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to see. Oh, I got to call my dog.
I'd like to see the Matrix on it too.
Okay.
What was I going to say?
What are we?
Oh,
what are
yeah,
we coming up with? Yep. Go ahead, Sam.
We had a text at the last second before you went out. You mean I can't pay my taxes with my speech? Oops.
Yeah.
Right.
Very, very good. Very good. Excellent. All right. What else do I have here? Oh yeah, Steve Ratner. I'm going to get to that. Where is that one? 5B. Boy, I love my system here. Let's see here. 5B. Where is that? Yeah, now I'm going 5B from last week. You know, it's just like, help me. Where am I on this? There we go. Okay, coffee. You gotta get coffee too.
Yeah. What are we coming back with?
We're going to get to
Supreme Court off the rails again, or did we already?
we're going to get to Steve Ratner and talking about how great the economy is.
Okay.
Cut 526 for that.
Say that again, Sam.
Cut 526 for Steve Ratner.
Cut 526 for Steve Ratner. Sam's asking.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got it. Little less than a minute.
About a minute.
Yep. EIC. Yeah. MDIN.
10 seconds.
How long is that?
Do
cut?
they have
you know?
croissants here? How long is Steve Ratner?
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by protoplasm. Remember, when searching for a substance from which to form the living tissues of their bodies, more people choose protoplasm than any other genetic material. Protoplasm is durable, weather-resistant, comes in a variety of colors, and has been used by hundreds of satisfied families just like yours for generations. Protoplasm, when you want to show them what you're made out of.
That's good stuff.
Wow. Yes. What a benefit. I'm surprised I haven't purchased any lately.
You can get it at Walgreens, Target. I think it's pretty well available everywhere now.
My daughter just called on WhatsApp.
Yeah?
Yeah, she just called on WhatsApp. She's 14 years old, and she made a beautiful little video about a cat we got that was sick already. He only lasted a year with us or two.
That's sad.
And yes, but she made a video about it. It was so beautiful.
Oh,
she could share her screen
great.
on WhatsApp.
That's
She's
great stuff.
14. She is so
amazing.
technologically advanced.
Yeah,
it's
her.
nutty.
Speaking of apps.
What was the cat's name?
Otis.
I just want to bring up something here about apps. Okay.
Yeah.
I was schooled yesterday by my son, 25-year-old Gen Zer.
Yeah. What did he say?
And I was talking about Twitter X and all the other apps that I play with every once in a while.
Sure.
And he went, "Oh well, you haven't heard of Blue Sky?"
I haven't.
Blue Sky.
Blue Sky. I have not heard of that.
What is that?
Because, I was talking about alternatives to Twitter X.
Right.
I was talking about Substack and
Substack, that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
I don't know that one either.
But anyway,
lots of blogs and stuff. Right?
There are a lot of different substitutes for Twitter X.
Okay.
But Blue Sky is by the same guy who created Twitter.
Oh, okay.
So he created his own. It's called Blue Sky, and it looks just like Twitter. I put it on my phone, and it's fantastic.
Is it?
I would recommend it to everybody if they want to try something alternative to Twitter X.
I'm gonna find it.
Look, as much as people are tearing into it, and Elon Musk is destroying it in every way it can, I'm sticking with it. It's my library source. It's the place I go to find
you're
stories.
Still sticking with.
I do. Yeah, I do like Twitter X, but I'm trying out Blue Sky to see what it's like, and it's very, very similar, almost exactly the same as Twitter. And if we all moved there,
it's got a butterfly for a
blue.
logo.
I know.
Oh,
it's so
butterfly.
and it's blue, just like the Democrats.
It's blue.
Just like the Democrats. Aw, that's so beautiful.
All right. Blue Sky. All right.
Blue Sky, check
That's
it out.
John Peterson's recommendation for the app of the day.
There were lines of people waiting to get in. You had to sign up, and then they'd let you know whether they were going to accept you.
Really?
But that's gone now.
Okay.
You can just sign up and get in. And
I'm in.
There you go.
Well, the app for Civic Media, of course, is even
the
better.
Is the other one.
other one.
And we don't have intrusive ads on our app.
No, and it's free.
It's free.
It's just content
fast.
for you.
You can listen to any of our radio stations all across the state of Wisconsin on the app.
Well, sometimes if you have difficulty getting the station, it goes in and out, just go on the app.
Yeah.
And it's solid.
It's right there.
Yep. And the contest. You want to tell them about the contest?
Yes, the Ride into Spring contest is going on. The word this hour, and again, you have to text this in before 8 o'clock this morning. The word is pool. So you get on the Civic Media app. You go to WMDX Mad Radio. You hit the button there. There's a text button, and put in the word pool, P-O-O-L.
As in swimming pool.
And then you are entered into the contest, the Ride for Spring, Ride with Spring, Ride into Spring. That's what it is. The Ride into Spring. And you'll qualify for the Chula Vista Resort overnight stay. We're giving away those for a day. Yeah.
Well, it was really fun.
Yeah, and also you're entered into the grand prize drawing, which will include bicycles, patio furniture, all kinds of cool kitchen appliances in that. So get in, get the app, put in the word pool before 8 a.m., and then listen again later on today at 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and 3 o'clock. We'll have more keywords for more chances to enter and win.
We had our Christmas party at Chula Vista.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
And it's a fantastic place. And by the way, you can go to their water park.
Yeah.
If you got time to do that with the kids.
Yeah, let me tell you a little bit about Chula Vista, by the way. It's one of the older resorts in Wisconsin Dells, and it's really actually all the other resorts are at the other end of Lake Delton.
Yeah.
Chula Vista is the
Way north.
Is way north, and they continue to grow. They've been there for decades.
Yeah.
It continues to get bigger and better. It's really a classic resort, but man, they do a job there. It's really something.
What's a hotel chain that's tied in with that now? Is that Marriott?
I'm not sure.
I can't.
I don't want to say because I don't know for sure. But yeah, Chula Vista, wonderful place, and the great people there. So here we are, Short Stack Eatery again, live broadcast today till 8 a.m. and we'll be here every Wednesday.
And I just want
till further notice.
I just want to bring it up again, and we
Yeah,
talked to the owner of Short Stack here,
Yeah.
and we brought up the fact that maybe on Wednesday we could have a John and Gordy special.
Right.
What would be in that special? Some sort of weird
I don't
French
know.
toast?
French toast?
The
Yeah.
French
Do they have
toast
croissants
recipe.
here?
So
Do they have
how do you
croissants?
say croissant?
They've got croissants, right?
You didn't say it
Typical
right.
French
That's
pronunciation.
Really?
Is it croissant,
Oh, no.
croissant,
Croissant.
croissant?
It says it the same way 3 times.
Well, essentially, if you are able to pronounce the French R like the
We
French
need a John
do,
and Gordy
just say
croissant here.
Croissant.
You think?
doesn't exist.
Croissant.
Yeah.
The T at the end of croissant
Okay.
is
It's gonna be
silent.
French
Only if they
toast.
say it correctly.
Croissant.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Hey, I just want to get a little promo in here for Joe Biden's economy.
Yes.
The Bidenomics
Let's
that
talk
the
about it.
Republicans love to trash every once in a while, right? Well, I'm sorry. It's actually, this is so ridiculous. They have created an entirely different world on their side of the aisle. The mega world is surreal, and they're trying to convince people that the economy is bad, it sucks. You know, they can ask this dumb question. I say it's the worst question on any poll. What do you think of the economy?
Yeah.
How has it affected you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a dumb thing because sometimes the economy doesn't exactly affect you. It affects other industries or other people.
Mm-hmm.
It may not affect you this time, but when
Directly
you see
or at all?
directly, yeah.
Yeah.
So indirectly, but the whole thing here is it's doing really well, and the Republicans don't have anything else to run on except for the border.
Right.
That's why they bring it up so often. But let's talk about how well this economy is doing. And Steve Ratner, who's a guest on Morning Joe.
He's frequent contributor, yes.
He's their economist, basically.
He's excellent.
And he goes through all of the details, and I've scoped it down a little bit here, so let's check out exactly how the economy is doing.
We are a nation where free speech is no longer allowed and where crime is rampant and out of control like never, ever before.
Well, no, crime is not out of control like it's ever been before. And in fact, crime is actually continuing to drop under President Biden. It's below any place it was during the Trump administration, and it's had this huge drop in 2023.
On day one of our new administration, we will end Biden's nation-wrecking war on American energy. He's wrecking the energy business.
We have had record energy production under the Biden administration. This combines nuclear, fossil fuels, and renewables. And you can see here that we have never had energy production this high. And then the other thing that he says is that he's going to make us energy independent again. Well, the fact is we are energy independent. We've been energy independent now for 5 years. And in fact, our energy exports, mostly oil, but also some natural gas, hit a record last year. So, in fact, America we produce more oil than any country in the world has ever produced in history.
We were going to pay off debt. We were going to reduce taxes further. We gave you the biggest tax cut in the history of our country, bigger than the Ronald Reagan tax cut.
Yeah, he did give us a big tax cut. That part is true. But what it did was it actually increased the deficit. So when he says that we were on track to pay off the debt, look what happened to the deficit even before COVID. Even before COVID, because of his tax cut, the deficit was going up, up, up. And then, of course, COVID hit. And under Biden, he's actually brought it down. And in his new proposed budget, he would bring it down further. And so because of that huge deficit, when he talks also about how he was going to pay off the debt during his first term, he in fact added more debt than any other president in history. And Trump signed a whole series of spending bills that increased our spending by over $2.5 trillion. So the idea that he was a president that was going to attack the deficit and debt problem is actually completely false.
Donald Trump has been posting drill, baby, drill quite a bit lately. Is it fair to say that sounds more like an endorsement of what Joe Biden's doing right now?
Yeah, this drill baby drill stuff I find astonishing because obviously you only get record energy production by drilling, and we have been drilling. Obviously there are concerns about fossil fuels. We need to transition away from them, but for now we need them. And the idea that Biden has been anti-energy or somehow curtailed our drilling is completely belied by the fact that we are producing record amounts of oil and natural gas.
It's like we're trying to drain the earth.
Isn't it?
Good Lord.
Yeah.
But
Well,
anyway,
that's
we've
Steve
kept it
Ratner.
going. We've kept the energy sources there that are in place and we've been using for so long, and we're making that transition to electric, photovoltaic, and also...
What's that word you just used?
Photovoltaic.
Photovoltaic?
What is that?
Photovoltaic.
What is that?
It's
solar energy?
Solar energy.
Oh, shoot. I've never heard that word.
And wind.
Being the case that the economy is doing great and going on all cylinders,
Yes.
why do people still feel like, their prices are higher, the gas prices, the food prices?
And we know that
the
inflation
packaging
has gone
prices?
down dramatically, and people have gotten wage hikes.
Mhm.
And it was just a matter of time, and that's what bothered me a lot when they were reporting that, your wage hikes have been eaten away by inflation. Well, that's only temporary because inflation is going to go back down and your wages are still going to be up.
Now,
And you're
Tammy
still gonna be
Baldwin
making
has
a lot of money.
has an ad out on online about shrinkflation, right?
Yes. Let's cue that up. You got that there?
I don't have the number there. Tammy Baldwin on shrinkflation.
Oh, that's 551.
groceries.
There we go.
551.
It is.
Let's hear this.
Sam's got it here.
It's an internet ad.
Hey, Danny, how are you?
I'm well.
You want chips?
Oh, sure.
You notice anything?
It looks like there's fewer chips in this bag. That doesn't seem fair. Do you think it's because of inflation?
Tammy, it's more like shrinkflation. They're ripping people off. They're charging the same price for a smaller product, less chips.
That's just wrong. We should do something about that.
Damn right.
Big corporations are exploiting American consumers, and our families deserve fair pricing.
That's why Senator Baldwin and I introduced the Shrinkflation Prevention Act to crack down on shrinkflation and hold corporations accountable for ripping off the American people.
Pretty wild, huh?
Okay.
Now, is it just chips or is it also like lettuce out of the bag? I mean, I wonder, is shrinkflation happening across the board in the grocery store?
Oh, I don't know about the packaged lettuce and
Yeah,
spinach.
right.
I'm not quite sure.
Yeah.
But anything in boxes, boy, I'll tell you, any aisle, I always talk about the cereal aisle, but that's the most
Oh, yeah.
obvious one.
Yeah.
Smaller boxes, thinner boxes, higher prices.
Less stuff inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the big one, but there's a lot of them, soup cans. I mean, you just go down any aisle that has packaged food and check out the size of the package concerning how it used to be, or compared to how it used to be.
So a bill dealing with shrinkflation is a damn good idea.
Yes, it really
Yes.
is.
I'm wondering how they're going to, execute that.
How do they
law?
regulate that?
If it became a regulation, I don't know how they would look at that. But I guess, really,
It may be enough to say, we're looking at you.
Well,
Maybe enough to say, we're watching.
perhaps. Again, this is a
Nabisco.
private industry. They can do what they want.
Yeah.
They can package it any way they want, and people can buy the product if, that's what happens, right?
Well, yeah.
But to have a law that basically says that, you have fewer amounts of your product in that bag, we're going to take you to what?
I don't know.
Fine you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But then you get
Take
these.
you to the woodshed.
Yeah, you get these weird things like the CEO of Kellogg's saying, you should have cereal for dinner. That's a
Yes.
bargain
That was a good
because
one.
it's
That was a good
really
one.
that idea didn't fly.
No, it didn't work.
Very well.
Thanks for the idea.
Yeah.
Let them eat cake.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got an interesting track that I want to play right after our break.
Yeah.
It's a TikTok mom, and she plays a news reporter, and she is.
Oh, I love her.
Yes.
She
Did you
is a
see
news
this?
reporter.
Well, she is now.
She really
This thing
is.
was like an audition tape. Basically,
Really?
they saw her do this report, and
Yeah,
they
they
hired her as
they
a
hired her.
reporter.
Excellent.
And she did this report on her son, and
Yes.
it went viral, of course. And
Yes.
I want to play the audio for everybody.
Okay.
We'll play that after our break that's
We'll
coming up.
get into that in just a moment. It's 7:49. John and Gordy live from Short Stack Eatery, downtown Madison, 301 West Johnson. Stop by, say hello. We're here along with Catherine Lake. Back with more tidbits, odds and ends, this, that, and the other, and some leftovers coming up.
The last, 2 minutes, it was starting to lag out a bunch. I don't know why.
I missed Sam. Did you say something that I needed to hear?
The last, 2 minutes, it was starting to lag out a bunch. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Really? Well,
Must be using Blue Sky, the new app. Everybody's draining it here.
We were cutting in and out?
Yeah.
No,
it wasn't
right?
terrible. It wasn't like...
Yeah. Was it as bad as last week at the beginning?
No. Not quite that bad.
Do you think overall Max Connect is doing the job? Is it better?
In terms of getting your signal here, yes. There's just a lot of latency from, me to you, and vice versa.
All right.
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
I got a notification that I have a chat thing coming up. I don't know.
Really?
At 8? Or do we have a chat thing coming up at 8? Mad Radio WMDX 92.7 FM and 1580 AM. You know, I play
Get Down
James
with Your
Brown
Bags.
every morning.
Do you?
I mean, this thing is like,
I know.
it gets you going.
It does. Absolutely.
Wow. Love that
the
stuff.
Godfather is soul.
As I promised, you know, a TikTok mom who did this report on her son who was being bad.
Right.
And she acted like a news reporter. And her microphone is basically a toy.
Right.
So
Toy mic.
Yeah. So it's very fun to watch. But I want to play the audio. The audio is great. Fantastic. So why don't we play this cut 449. It's Kayla Sullivan talking about her bad son.
Kayla Sullivan reporting live from outside my son's bedroom where he's currently being detained until nap time is over. Now, this story does involve a minor, so I can't release specifics, but what I can confirm is my son is a 2-year-old terrorist who held me hostage at the Olive Garden earlier today. It's important to note the friends I met there do not have children and likely never will after witnessing this situation firsthand. This is an active investigation, but authorities believe the proper precautions were taken. I brought my son's favorite snacks and even risked judgment from other moms by bringing an iPad. But not even Cocomelon could have stopped this meltdown. After several cries demanding, quote, ketchup, ketchup, a Good Samaritan waitress miraculously understood it as the English word ketchup and brought him a bottle. Unfortunately, her good deed was later punished after he threw a ketchup-covered fork at her. Not all heroes wear capes, but this one should have worn an apron. You know, these toddler outbursts are becoming increasingly common as more and more parents try out the new craze, gentle parenting, and completely suck at it. I'll keep trying. Back to you.
There you go.
That is,
That's
I saw that
fantastic
book. That's a book.
It
Gentle
is.
Parenting.
Oh.
Is it really?
It is. It's a wave. It was
that.
in my daughter's school. There's another word for it. Yeah, it's a thing. It's a
Wow.
thing. Try and be, kinder to your kids and treating them like adults. I don't know. It's wrong.
Yeah,
It's wrong.
I think you have to do what's natural, what just comes to you, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Because that's how I felt about it. And I raised my guys basically just saying, you can have all the time you want in front of a phone, in front of a monitor, on your computer.
You are
can
insane.
do all of that stuff yourself, self-regulate.
I am.
And it works.
You're
Is that it?
crazed. No.
Yeah?
He's crazy.
No, you just give them a freedom. And
They'll
you,
never
and
leave.
You trust,
You
and
didn't
you trust.
launch your children. They're still at home. You're still taking care of
They're
them.
in the
like
basement right
full-
now.
They're right there.
That's not unusual. It's not really. It isn't
Oh,
unusual
come on.
at all.
Show of hands. People, text in.
Well,
Do
I
still
go
have your
around.
kids at home?
I do a census survey,
Yeah.
and I go out and I talk to people. I ask them my own questions, not just the
Are you
ones
supposed
from
to
the
do that?
census.
Really? You do your own
I'm an
questions?
I'm an interviewer guy.
Ah, okay.
That's what I do. I talk to people. I'm very friendly about it.
And do you ask them? Do you have some teenagers in the basement or 20-year-olds in the basement?
I find that out anyway in the survey, but then I ask them more questions about it. And yes, there are more teenagers staying at home because it's better,
together.
It's cheaper, and
I understand that.
And they can get a start that way.
Yeah.
They can save up some money.
And then they get your house.
Right, exactly. So, and then on top of that, just a little side note on that, a lot of these kids aren't driving cars. They don't have a driver's license. Isn't that strange?
I don't know. When I was 16, I couldn't wait to get my, like I was, right after my birthday.
Yeah.
Right
in
after
there.
my birthday, I had a driver's license.
Exactly.
I was on the road.
Yeah, couldn't wait.
Yeah.
Couldn't
Wheels.
wait.
Gotta
But
have
now
wheels.
they wait. I don't know why.
They don't care.
They don't want to go anywhere.
You'll drive them.
That's right.
They don't need
They don't want to be independent.
And I found out a lot of people have that same situation where their kids aren't getting driver's licenses.
Isn't that weird? I just find that odd.
I can't wait. My 14-year-old, I'm going to teach her to drive this weekend if I can.
I think there's a problem.
14? I think that's a little young.
Okay, I'll wait.
And illegal.
If there are so many other vehicles now, they can get a motorized scooter.
Well, that's
they
true.
Can get,
see them all over the place now.
Skateboards,
The
motorized.
Text to Win contest is blowing up. I want you to 5 more minutes left for the morning show to get more people to sign up for the app.
That's
which
right.
is free. Please mention it again.
Civic Media app. You can download it from the Google Play Store or Apple Store and get that Civic Media app. You get on that app and go to our Mad Radio or any of our Civic Media radio stations. You can enter in the word this hour is pool. You just have 5 minutes this time around, but later in the day at 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and 3 o'clock, you can be listening for more keywords and more chances to enter and win possibly an overnight stay at Chula Vista Resort in Wisconsin Dells or one of many other grand prizes that we'll have later in the contest. We've got bicycles, we've got patio furniture, all kinds of blenders and kitchen appliances too.
Spring
it's all good.
extravaganza.
Right into spring with Civic Media.
And it's pool.
Okay.
Pool.
Pool.
P-O-O-L.
That's it.
That's
the word.
Taking a dive into a pool.
Yes.
Word. That's
Not
the word.
tool. Not tool like Gordy.
Okay, again.
By the way,
Let's go with this.
I just want to say that she's cracking the whip over here.
I know.
Our program director, Catherine Lake,
our boss,
our guest.
Yeah.
Always have to use my last name. Is it possible we could just be a little more anonymous?
Not anymore.
No.
Okay.
You get full credit for being that.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. So, again. Go ahead.
No,
we got a minute or
I
two.
don't care if your name's first. What do you want?
I just wanted to play something really stupid and very quickly.
Okay. All right, we only have a minute or two.
Do we?
Couple
okay,
minutes.
Laura Trump was on the Alex Stein show. I don't know who Alex Stein is, but I saw this clip on Twitter X, and she was on there, and they gave her a baby. Somebody on the staff has a baby, and she held the baby, but it was one of those baby gags where they switch the baby around and they put a baby doll in their hands, and then they do this violence. I want to play it. It's cut 5:34, and you'll get the idea. This is humor. This is what they consider humor on the right.
You're going too far by giving her the baby and all this stuff.
We have a Tiffany in our family.
We didn't go over this, so you're going to give her the baby on this show.
Okay. Baby Tiff.
Gosh, Jimmy, we've told you so many times to stop bringing your baby on set.
Jimmy,
I don't know why
I'm sick
you keep
of you
doing this.
and your dumb baby on our set. Ah!
Oh my God.
That's what we do with babies on our set.
You drop kick the baby.
Tiffany's over here.
Oh, okay. Thank God. I know we're not allowed to punt real babies. Joe Biden.
Okay, sorry. I'll get off.
Jimmy,
set.
get off set. Just leave the baby with me.
We're good.
Oh crap! I'm trying to burn this. Trying to catch this baby doll on fire. Jimmy, I caught it on fire. Is this bad or is this good? And that's why I always like to use a real baby. Like you see this fake baby, you can just hit the baby, you can kick the baby. I mean, that's not good. I mean, you can just do anything to this baby. You can just kick it.
This is humor.
And I like to. You can zoom in. I'll just hit the baby's head. I'll just hit the baby's head as hard as I can.
No, seriously, he's hitting.
That's awful.
He's hitting the baby, and this is supposed to be
Laura
funny.
Trump.
This is MAGA humor, and it's been like this for a long time. That's why the comedians don't have any kind of,
That's it.
We're so funny.
Hey, we are all out of time. Thanks to Short Stack Eatery here at 301 West Johnson. We'll be here next Wednesday. You have a great day. Talk to you tomorrow. So long.